Municipality of Badiangan. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources Environmental Management Bureau, Western Visayas, presents this Certificate of Recognition to the Municipality of Badiangan, Province of Iloilo, for its unwavering support to the national effort in combating the effects of climate change in the local level through the formulation and creation of its Local Climate Change Action Plan. Given this 24th day of November in the year of our Lord 2021, at Iloilo City, Philippines. Signed by the Chief of the Finance and Admin Division, Jeanette C. Sapilan, and EMB6 Regional Director, Attorney Ramar Neil V. Pasqua.
So good morning. Warm greetings for the Environmental Management Bureau. No? The municipality of Badiangan is very grateful that the EMB approved our submitted local climate change adaptation plan. No? So we are trying our best that we can cope up with the times, no? Most especially during this climate change programs of our government. No? Our approach for the environmental concerns, no? Regarding the climate change. And I would like to encourage each and everyone, no, to submit and prepare, no? Prepare and submit the for the approval the local climate change adaptation plan, of which it is very useful. This is one way, no, for us to prepare, no, to prepare for the effects of climate change in this world. So with this, thank you very much, AMP, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, no, for guiding us as regards to the approach or the preparation of the plans for the environmental concerns, most especially in this climate change system. So thank you and good morning.
Municipality of Bingawan. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Bingawan, Province of Iloilo. City of Bacolod. The same certificate is given to the City of Bacolod, Province of Negros Occidental. City of Cadiz. The same certificate is given to the City of Cadiz, Province of Negros Occidental.
Good day, everyone. In behalf of our Honorable City Mayor, Salvador G. Escalante Jr., allow me to read his message for this LCCAP recognition. Environmental greetings. On June 2017, Khalid City formulated its first local climate change action plan as part of our agenda on environmental protection. It was approved on the last quarter of 2018. Our LCCAP is the city's humble contribution in the fight against the effects of climate change. It is our hope that it will have significant impacts not only in our locality but also in the entire country. In the same plan, we incorporated mitigation initiatives to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and in the coming years, we will channel our talents and resources to achieve the following goals: increase resiliency of the natural ecosystems, specifically within the areas covered by Northern Negros Natural Park; development of climate-resilient communities; sustainable and accessible water supply; improve agricultural production and income; energy independence through the use of renewable sources of energy; reduce greenhouse gas emission; and reduce disposal of non-biodegradable waste, particularly plastic waste. Currently, we have implemented several programs related to these goals, and we hope to implement more initiatives to reduce the effects of climate change in our city. Therefore, I highly encourage our local chief executives to formulate the respective LCCAPs in order to guide all their actions as we continue to intensify our efforts in protecting our environment. I wish to restate the words of the poet Lawrence Overmar when he said that, quote, "We are the last generation with a real opportunity to save our planet," unquote. Let us fulfill our mandates as stewards of the earth and all its resources and take part in its intergenerational responsibility for climate justice. It all starts with a plan. Signed, Salvador G. Escalante Jr., City Mayor of Cadiz. Thank you and God bless.
City of Bago. The same certificate is given to the City of Bago, Province of Negros Occidental. Municipality of Banate. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Banate, Province of Iloilo. Municipality of Dumangas. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Dumangas, Province of Iloilo.
Climate change has a negative effect on agriculture, water supply, public health, energy production, and natural ecosystem. It even threatened coastal areas. Dumangas, being both an agricultural and coastal town, is highly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. We are prone to two extreme weather events. We experience flooding during rainy season and drought during dry season. Giving these encompassing impacts of climate change that affects all aspects of sustainable development, there is no longer a space or a place to go about business as usual. There is an urgent need for the global community to respond and act towards reducing emissions and increasing resilience to adapt to the changing time. So, in response to the call for climate action, the local government unit of Dumangas has committed to provide measures to adapt to the effects of climate change and reduce its GHG emissions through various adaptation and mitigation programs. So, the formulation of the LCCAP is vital in every local government unit as it is our way forward in building resilient communities that would survive and thrive through the whims of climate change. To make it responsive, LCCAP should be tailored to the need, capacity, and capability of the municipality, and that such will be mainstreamed in the operation and undertakings of the LGU for the sound materialization of the municipality's long-term vision.
Municipality of Barotac Nuevo. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Barotac Nuevo, Province of Iloilo. Municipality of Belison. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Belison, Province of Antique. City of Cabangcalan. The same certificate is given to the City of Cabangcalan, Province of Negros Occidental.
Good day, everyone. The City of Cabangcalan Local Climate Change Action Plan was one of the first few plans made upon assumption to the LGU City Planning and Development Office. Though not complete and perfect, it is an attempt to craft the plan together with some stakeholders to come up with the mitigation and adaptation measures in addressing climate change. Amidst the growing concerns in our environment, the LCCAP guidelines has been enhanced to include greenhouse gas inventory and climate change expenditure tagging of the annual investment program. While the enhanced guidelines was more detailed and equipped with tools, it is by experience more absorbed and learned if LGUs have a walk through the process. We enjoin everyone or every LGU to prepare their local climate change action plan because it is only in doing so that we can fight climate change, prevent loss of lives and properties, mitigate, and adapt. This is because climate change is here to face.
Municipality of Kawayan. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Kawayan, Province of Negros Occidental. Municipality of Dingle. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Dingle, Province of Iloilo. Municipality of New Lucena. The The same certificate is given to the Municipality of New Lucena, Province of Iloilo.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. I am Mrs. Nelia Medina, Mayor Designate of LGU New Lucena. On the issue of climate change, we all know that it is a very big problem that beset our planet. But there are many little things that we can do in order to make a difference. I would like to encourage my fellow environmentalists in other LGUs that if you're already done with the creation and formulation of your respective LCCAP, then waste no time. Submit it now to the EMB Regional Office for consolidation of our concerted efforts to redefine the development and to lead the way for the survival of our ailing planet we call home. Time is running out. If we won't do it now, when? For me, the right time is now. Thank you, and once again, good afternoon.
Municipality of Don Salvador Benedicto. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Don Salvador Benedicto, Province of Negros Occidental. Municipality of Hamtic. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Hamtic, Province of Antique. Municipality of Nueva Valencia. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Nueva Valencia, Province of Guimaras.
Climate change is one of the global issues that has potential to take away everything we take for granted in this generation. Kung aton makita kag ma-eksperyensyahan, ang climate change may dako nga impact sa aton pangabuhi nga nagtuga sang nagkalain-lain nga trahedya parehas sang bagyo, baha, linog, paglumpok sang bulkan kag iban pa. Ang banwa sang Nueva Valencia nagdihon sang isa ka local climate change action plan nga mangin instrumento sa pagplano kag pag-implementar sang mga programa kag aktibidades nga manginhanda sa pagbato sa epekto tuga sa climate change. Kinahanglan naton i-empower ang komunidad, and we need to implement participatory planning in adaptive measures to build resiliency and sustainability while ensuring the protection of natural environment, our common home, and our future.
City of Himamaylan. The same certificate is given to the City of Himamaylan, Province of Negros Occidental. Municipality of Lambunao. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Lambunao, Province of Iloilo. City of Pasig. The same certificate is given to the city of Pasig, province of Iloilo.
Climate change, as defined by the National Geographic, is the long-term alteration of temperature and typical weather patterns in a place. It may cause weather patterns to be less predictable, that can lead to the occurrence of destructive natural phenomena. Composed of 51 barangays, Pasig City belongs to the third type climate region, which has no pronounced maximum rain period, with a dry season lasting only from 1 or 3 months, based on Pag-asa Rainfall Barometer. The city is traversed by 5 major rivers and also has creeks and tributaries, so flood is a perennial problem in the city. Typhoon, landslide, earthquake, and drought were also in the list of hazards that frequently occur in the city. The city conducted assessments to identify the vulnerability and risk levels of each barangay. And this is where the Climate and Disaster Risk Assessment and Local Climate Change Action Plan, or LCCAP, comes in. With its mission, a commitment to promote the well-being of Pasinhons by calling all sectors of society for the delivery of efficient and effective services, socio-economic development, and education for the people. The local government unit of Pasig City, through the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, took the initiative in crafting the enhanced Local Climate Change Action Plan to set policies, programs, and measures to increase the community's resilience to the impact of climate change. LCCAP serves as the Bible of the local government in implementing various strategies that would anchor to the long-term plan of the city on climate change adaptation. To my fellow local chief executives, I encourage all of you to also adopt the local climate change action plan, not only for the safety of our constituents, but also for the development of our beloved country.
Municipality of Pavia. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Pavia, province of Iloilo. Municipality of San Enrique. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of San Enrique, province of Iloilo. Municipality of Pototan. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Pototan, province of Iloilo.
Climate change is affecting every country on every continent. It poses a threat that will disrupt national economies and human lives and has become a global concern over the last few decades. It is my firm belief that a multi-sectoral process in which the government and stakeholders should work hand in hand to combat and mitigate the harmful and destructive effects of climate change. Our role in the LGU is to devise programs and strategies that are doable and sustainable in order to safeguard the well-being of our constituents. We at the Municipality of Pototan have formulated a comprehensive action plan to address the evolving needs and to prevent future disasters brought about by climate change. I urge all my fellow local chief executives from different LGUs in the country to follow suit and act with a sense of urgency to submit their own local climate change action plan. To quote former US President Barack Obama, We are the first generation to feel the effect of climate change and the last generation who can do something about it. We at the LGU level must commit and collaborate in order to succeed in this endeavor for the future generations and sustainability of our planet. After all, we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children.
City of Sipalay. The same certificate is given to the City of Sipalay, Province of Negros Occidental. Municipality of Zaraga. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Zaraga, Province of Iloilo.
Good day. Climate change is upon us. This change is not just an environmental issue. Storms and flooding due to rising sea levels are signs of what we are facing. Climate adaptations is to build our defenses, to capacitate ourselves, and to strengthen the resilience of our vulnerable populations. The Sendai framework mandates us that we need to use science not only on the basis of the knowledge of the people in the community, but it must be complemented by technology so that we'll be able to prepare better and more resilient. Warning responsibility of the government, and that must be matched by the appropriate response by the people. The Climate Change Act of 2009 recognized the local government as frontline agencies in the formulation, planning and implementation of climate action plans in respected areas. LCCAP is the action plan formulated by the local government to address climate change concerns. It focuses on both climate change adaptation and mitigation and describes how LGUs plan to respond to the impacts of climate change. In this era of climate crisis, we are called to do what we can to help ensure a safer and more resilient future for all Filipinos.
Municipality of Leon. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Leon, Province of Iloilo.
The municipal government of Leon recognizes the importance of plan implementation and policy enforcement in realizing targets, achieving goals and objectives for the realization of the ultimate vision of a climate change resilient municipality and citizenry. As what we have experienced nowadays, climate change continuously affects our country for years and brought great impacts on the lives and properties of the present and future generations to come. The need to adapt to climate change is imperative, and renewed efforts should be done regardless of what has been accomplished on the mitigation front. Because of our exposure and relative vulnerability to natural hazards, effects of climate change serve as a serious threat in achieving sustainable development. These threats directly affect the capacity of our local governments, especially in coping with risks, hazards, and vulnerabilities. Formulation of local climate change action plan is very important in order to capacitate every LGUs and enhance local efforts and intervention to minimize the climate change impact. Here are some steps which guide us in the implementing of our local climate change action plan. Strengthening of existing institutional structures and mechanisms such as, but not limited to, the Municipality Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, Climate Change Adaptation Technical Working Group. Assessment and prioritization of programs and projects identified by the LGU. Preparation of an IEC plan to ensure transparency and accountability in the implementation of the Local Climate Change Action Plan, and review and revision of the Local Climate Change Action Plan and Disaster Risk and Management Budget for institutional structure and mechanism, programs, projects for implementation, implementation partnership arrangement, and IEC promotions. I hope every LGU can formulate, submit, and implement their local climate change action plan in the respective locality. Be one of us. Together, we can minimize the impact and attain a climate change resilient community. Thank you.
Municipality of Tapaz. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Tapaz, Province of Capiz.
Greetings. First of all, I would like to express our sincere thanks on behalf of the Municipality of Tapaz to Secretary Roy Zimatu and to Attorney Ramir Pascua of the DNR. Now, this regarding about the LCCAP, the Local Climate Change Action Plan, which is really very important for us to adhere and in order to preserve our environment. So the Municipality of Tapaz had already concluded and submitted to the DNR the LCCAP of this municipality, whereas it is enumerated the different factors or procedure how to mitigate the impact of the climate change that we are facing right now. So ang sa akin lang is that in-encourage ko ang lahat ng mga kasama pa natin sa LGU na mag-submit nitong LCCAP at para maintindihan natin at kung paano tayo magiging responsable pag dumating ang sakuna na dala nitong especially itong pabago-bago ng panahon natin dito sa ating ginagalawan dahil sirang-sira na ang ating environment, and that's also one reason na dapat nating protektahan ang ating Mother Earth na nag-iisa na lang ito na dapat nating alagaan. So it is incumbent upon us to really preserve, protect, and to preserve the environment of our municipality, especially the Municipality of Tapaz, na I consider this as a virgin municipality because marami pa kami puno rito at tuloy-tuloy ang aming pananim dito. Isa ito na sagisag na para mapaalagaan ang ating kabundukan at maproteksyonan ang mga tinatawag nating pag-erode o landslide at ang pagbaha. Ito ngayon ang ating sinasagupa ngayon dito. Pag umuulan, bumabaha kagad dahil masama na ang sistema ng ating paligiran because sa ating pagtatapon ng mga basura, pagkakat ng mga puno, pagkakaingin, at walang pumpay na walang pakialam sa ating mga responsibilidad na dapat hindi natin ginagawa. So, sa akin lang is that iisa lang ang ating planeta na tinatawag natin Earth. At ito ay hiram lang natin sa kabataan. Ito hindi po para sa atin. Ito ay hiniram lang natin sa ating mga kabataan. Kaya dapat po nating pangalagaan. So again, ako uli ay nagpapasalamat sa pamumuno ng ating mahal na sekretaryo, na Secretary Roy Zimatu, at kasama niya rito si Attorney Pascua ng DNR na head ngayon ng EMB. At sana po tuloy-tuloy po ang ating pagsasamahan dito at kung po pwede on a monthly basis tayo po ay mag-usap-usap para tuloy-tuloy ang ating enhancement at ang ating pag-preserve sa ating mga nasasakupan na teritoryo. Again, maraming salamat sa inyo pong lahat at mabuhay po kayo. In spite of this pandemic, mag-ingat po tayo.
Municipality of Batan. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Batan, Province of Aklan.
Climate change surely is the most serious global environmental challenge we are facing. The potential impacts of climate change are far-reaching for both humans and our natural environments. Humans, animals, and plants are becoming more exposed and vulnerable to climate change. As our economies, infrastructure, social services, and healthcare are impacted by the threat and reality of natural disasters. In response to the urgency to act on climate change, the local government of Batan identified priority plans and programs which aim to protect and preserve the future safety of its constituents. The initiative not only localizes the responses to the problems of climate change, but also helps inform the public of the negative impacts of climate change on their lives and communities. Through Municipal Climate Change Action Plan, our town will continually strive to become a more sustainable and resilient community to the effect of climate change. Our town, together with its people, strongly believes that there will be a better Batan ahead of us. To other municipality, we will encourage to do the same. Together, we will achieve a safety environment, a better future. Thank you, and God bless everyone.
Province of Negros Occidental. The same certificate is given to the Province of Negros Occidental.
Greetings! Environmental rights are just as fundamental as political and civil rights. Aside from the global concern on climate change, Philippines is one of the high-risk countries for natural disasters, and this aggravates further the challenges we face with regards to our environment. At the home front, people rely much on its local government unit for disaster and emergency preparedness and for disaster risk reduction. That is why Republic Act 9729 directs that the LGUs be the frontline agencies in the formulation, planning, and implementation of the climate change action plans in their respective areas. Climate change is a problem of global proportion, but reducing its adverse impacts must be done locally. It is for this reason that I am encouraging all local government units to formulate and submit your respective local climate change action plan. To to all the local government units, may the good Lord give you the wisdom to formulate the steps required to address the very serious concern of climate change. And may He give you the will, strength, and courage to implement the plan of action. You can count on your provincial government to give you all the support you need in this battle against climate change. Thank you, and God bless Negros Occidental. Avance, Nigrense.
Municipality of Santa Barbara. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Santa Barbara, Province of Iloilo.
Climate change is considered as one of the greatest threats we encounter, not only locally but also globally. Through the years, it has inflicted drastic damages to our people's lives, livelihoods, and to the community. We need to spread awareness regarding climate change and its catastrophic effects to the environment by means of implementing a climate change action plan effectuated in the local government unit. Thus, we must act as advocates of change, and it starts today before climate change continues to wreak havoc on the environment. As what Eldred Cleaver said, you are either a part of the solution or you are a part of the problem. Therefore, we ought to take measures now. Let us all be part of the solution, not part of the pollution.
Municipality of Barbaza. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Barbaza, Province of Antique.
Today, I am Isidro A. Magtulis, the RMO4 of the Municipality of Barbaza, Antique. In this light, we do experience the effect and impacts of climate change in the whole world, particularly in the Philippines. High sea level rise, tropical cyclones, increase in temperatures, infestations are some of the effects of climate change that further affect the lives of the people. In lieu with this, I am urging all local government units to formulate, plan, and implement the climate change action plan in our respective areas as mandated in the implementing rules and regulations section 4 of the Climate Change Commission Administrative Order number 2010-01 of Republic Act 9729, known as Climate Change Act of
2009. So we should have to work hand in hand for the interest of our people. Thank you.
Municipality of Haniway. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Haniway, Province of Iloilo.
Mayong adlaw sa tanan. I am Joven B. Baranco, the Municipal Environment and Natural Resources Officer of the Municipality of Haniway. Haniway was one of the municipality that complied the LCCAP required by the EMB DENR. Together with the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office and other concerned offices, develop action for integrated climate change adaptation and mitigation. Under this plan, priority programs will be developed to address the immediate needs, issues, and concerns of the municipality regarding to the adverse effect of climate change. But due to the current pandemic, we are not able to properly execute the different action plans. We cannot gather number of participants due to limited face-to-face. Through social media platform, we were able to conduct information, education, communication campaign. We also posted IEC materials on public places in the municipality for people to be aware. We also conducted series of recorrida on poblacion barangays as well as in rural barangays. Climate change is not a joke, but a serious problem. It is not a dream, but a reality. We cannot stop it, but we can mitigate it. Thus, we encourage every LGUs to come up also their own respective local climate change action plans. We should face this phenomenon seriously. Let us unite and do our part. Thank you and keep safe, everyone.
Municipality of Maasin. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Maasin, Province of Iloilo.
The Maasin Local Climate Change Action Plan was formulated to ensure and strengthen the adaptation and mitigation strategies aimed to address the challenges posed by climate change. The plan will serve as a roadmap that will guide the municipal government in implementing climate change initiatives as an agent of sustainable development. In facing the most pervasive threat to humanity today, let us all together join our hands in preserving our resources for future generations and building a disaster-resilient community. Kay tungod diri sa Maasin, ang kahilwayan sang mga Maasinanon ang una sa amon prioridad.
Municipality of Miagao. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Miagao, Province of Iloilo.
Climate change is definitely upon us. Its impacts in our country are immense, poses a threat to human survival, including changes in rainfall patterns and distribution, droughts, threats to biodiversity, food security, and public health, risk, among others. This clearly shows that climate change is a development issue that threatens the gains and economic development attained in the past decade. These are discomforting and make every one of us apprehensive about our future. Being mindful of this, I am loud and proud that we have laid down an effective climate change adaptation strategies that improve the resilience of Niagawanons, especially of those living in the barangays that are most vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. These strategies linked in our climate change action plan is our response to the possible harmful effects of climate change in our community. Today, as you recognize our effort, I am happy that something is being done to address the problem and know that it is being done right. Thank you.
Municipality of Patnongon. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Patnongon, Province of Antique.
Informed that the Municipality of Patnongon is a recipient of another recognition for early submission of local climate change adaptation plan for calendar year 2020-2022, where the workshop on planning was initiated by the DILG and LGUs. With the enthusiasm of the technical working group and the harmonious working relations with Sambayang Bayan and all concerned departments, despite of hardships and difficulties met along the way, we were able to accomplish and submit the LCCAP in due time. Recognizing the importance of LCCAP in the celebration of National Environmental Week, I encourage every local government unit to give high priority to the LCCAP to mitigate the impact of climate change among
City of Silay. The same certificate is given to the City of Silay, Province of Negros Occidental.
It is with great pride that our City of Silay have been recognized for our humble efforts to pursue the objectives of Republic Act 9729, also known as the Climate Change Act of 2009. We have been relentless in our determination to make our city resilient to the onslaught caused by climate change and the profound negative impact it brings to our economy and our people. Our DRRMO and other emergency-related task forces have continuously planned to adapt to the dangers that are brought about by climate change. Thus, we have built more facilities for use in times of evacuation and isolation. Even if the COVID-19 pandemic have temporarily dampened our activities and programs focused on climate change, we further commit to strengthen our advocacy to effect better emergency responding communities in the barangay, sitio, and Purok levels. Our DRRMO Extension Office in Barangay Patag is a manifestation of the commitment to reach all those concerned in the advancement of climate change awareness and mitigating strategies in every household. We wish that the cognizance of our efforts will serve as an inspiration to provide other LGUs the zeal to complete their own local climate change action plan to protect their communities. Padayon ang pagserbisyo, padayon sa pag-asenso. Asenso sila'y, asenso sang panimalay, abanse libre.
Municipality of Caluya. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Caluya, Province of Antique.
The island municipality of Caluya is cognizant of the importance of climate change adaptation measures and the inevitable effects of global warming, so much so with the threats brought about by various hazards and in encountering disasters and calamities which often lead to loss of lives of our people. By this, LGU Caluya considers the importance of crafting the local climate change adaptation plan to protect people's lives and properties. It is a responsibility to provide a safe and resilient community through responsive governance. We sincerely thank the Department of Environment and Natural Resources for recognizing LGU Caluya as one of the LGUs that completed and submitted the local climate change adaptation plan in the region. So, we encourage other LGUs in the whole Western Visayas to primarily consider crafting the respective LCCA plans for the best interests of our people. Through collaboration with concerned offices and the LGU and engaging community participation, we can empower our people to instill in their mind the sense of readiness and social awareness. Sa patuloy na pag-angat ng Caluya, ay sinisiguro namin na ang agarang paghahanda at pagkaplano para sa kaligtasan ng lahat ay kailangang ipaalam at isakatuparan.
City of Iloilo. The same certificate is given to the City of Iloilo, Province of Iloilo.
I have always been committed to maximizing our potentials in protecting the environment to lessen the impacts of climate change and disasters through mainstreaming disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation in planning and development. That is why I would like to encourage other local chief executives in other towns and cities to also submit their local climate change action plan to the Environmental Management Bureau. For Iloilo City, part of our local climate change action plan are mangrove reforestation project, citywide tree planting, river cleanup, tree park development projects, among others. Your own LGUs can also come up with your own action plan for the environment. Lessening the impacts of climate change is a shared responsibility, and we should be one in this battle because it is only when everyone is doing his own share that we can maximize our potentials in creating more sustainable environment for
Municipality of Carles. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Carles, Province of Iloilo.
Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Ako po ang Local Chief Executive ng Municipality of Carles, Iloilo. Kami po ay nagagalak na ang ating gobyerno at saka mga opisyalis ay taos-puso na gusto makilahok sa programa ng ating gobyerno ng local change, climate change. So kami po ay may mga action plans. Una sa lahat, kami ay nag-conduct ng information and education campaign dahil kami po ay may radio station, Tibo of Radio, 92.1, 91.2 megahertz. Sa pamamaraan niyan ay on-air namin ang mga action plans natin dito kung paano natin matulungan ang ating mga kababayan para maglahok sa programa ng gobyerno sa climate change, local climate change. Meron kami mga programa sa mangrove planting, meron kami sa waste management program, at saka iba-iba pa po. In-emphasize namin sa mga locals dito sa Carles na tayo po ay may malaking obligasyon para atin na ituwid ang mga pagkakamali natin sa ating tinatawag na Mother Earth. Kumbaga tayo ay withdraw lang ng withdraw, hindi tayo nag-deposit sa ating nature. So kaya kami po ay lahat, especially ang aming Disaster Risk Reduction Office, ay masigasig na sumusuporta sa local climate change. So, nagpapasalamat po kami na kayo rito at kami ay handa makilahok at saka magsuporta sa ating local climate change program. Magandang araw po sa inyo.
Municipality of Mina. The same certificate is given to the Municipality of Mina, Province of Iloilo. Municipality of Sibalom. The same certificate is given to the municipality of Sibalom, province of Antique.
Being selected by DILG as one of the target LGUs in its LCCAP training workshop project, the municipality of Sibalom was inspired to pursue its efforts in crafting and approval of the local climate change action plan for 2017 to 2026. It was part of the Safer Sibalom project to institutionalize our local efforts to combat climate change. The approval of our LCCAP opens opportunities for the implementation of various climate change adaptation projects, such as our new solar-powered tourism building and solar streetlight system at the Sibalom River Esplanade. With this, our LGU would like to share these accomplishments with you and therefore encourage you to formulate and facilitate the approval of your respective LCCAPs in order to build a safer, disaster-resilient, and climate-adaptive community.
Municipality of Tigbawan. The same certificate is given to the municipality of Tigbawan, province of Iloilo.
Hi, this is Rexfel Tribelejo, Mineral Officer of the Municipality of Tigbawan, Iloilo. In observance of the National Climate Change Consciousness Week, in recognition of the local government units that have formulated, created, and submitted their climate change action plan and activities in their local climate change action plan, we encourage everyone to join us and submit their local climate change action plan to the regional office. We wish everyone the luck and be counted.
Municipality of Pandan. The same certificate is given to the municipality of Pandan, province of Antique.
As per World latest disaster risk index, the country Philippines from being second in 2014 and third from 2015 until 2018. The Philippines improved its ranking and now ranked as the ninth riskiest country worldwide as a consequence of extreme weather events and will be one among the hardest hit by climate change despite contributing only a fraction of the percentage to global carbon emissions. This vulnerability is driven by high levels of poverty across the country, leaving many without the resources to buffer themselves and recover from the changing climate. Global warming, rising sea levels, changing precipitation patterns, and more extreme weather events are already increasing threats to human health, food and water security, and economic development across the continent. As defined in the Climate Change Act of 2009 or RA 9729, Section 14, Local Climate Change Action Plan, the LGUs shall be the frontline agencies in the formulation, planning, and implementation of climate change action plans. in the respective areas, consistent with the provision of the local government code, the framework, and the National Climate Change Action Plan, and as the extreme weather events becoming more a reality. The municipality of Pandan is recognizing the need to formulate a plan that will address, mitigate the impact of climate change that will protect our constituents and our natural environment. As we know, based on what is happening, the world is now deeply out of balance, and so we envision a municipality in which the community and all its diversity has developed a shared reverence for life and Mother Earth. We are facing a challenge that won't be easy. The climate emergency we face is enormous. However, together we strive for a resilient, caring communities and economies that meet everyone's need and protect our home, Mother Earth. We believe that change in one area accelerates change in other areas. It is our vision to build community that is resilient and to reduce the risks inherent in climate change and take advantage of opportunities while building upon existing adapted actions. The goals, objectives, and actions presented in the plan will guide the municipality of Pandan as we prepare to respond, recover from the impacts of climate change. These are both achievable and necessary if we are to become more resilient to the new challenges we are facing as a result of these ever-changing weather patterns. In the face of climate change, it is evident that the LGU of Pandan must take action to increase its adaptive capacity and resiliency. While mitigation is necessary to reduce the rate and magnitude of climate change, adaptation is essential to reduce the potential for damages that cannot be avoided and take advantage of opportunities. A thriving and more resilient municipality doesn't come from a plan only, but through realizing on it. That is why I am appealing to all Pandananans to help us in the cause of LGU Pandan, helping realize the objectives of the plan as we recognize the need to act and support seriously any endeavors and objectives stipulated in the plan for a successful implementation and towards a resilient Pandananan. This is not just about coping with climate change, but prospering through it. I hope that through this local climate change action plan, you will also be inspired to take action. That despite of the impending threat brought by this phenomenon called climate change, together we can continue to transform Pandan for a better and safer place to live. Mabuhay ang Pandananan, Kruhay Pandan. Keep safe everyone and God bless us all.
Municipality of Ahuy. The same certificate is given to the municipality of Ahoy, province of Iloilo.
Good morning, everyone. The effects of climate change have already been evident for years and are already causing rapid disruptions in our lives. And it will only worsen in the decades to come if we do not step up and make it a priority. This challenge cannot be overcome by only a few because this is a shared responsibility that requires us all to take action. In line with the urgency and paramount importance of this matter, I encourage my fellow leaders to formulate and implement your local climate change action plan in your respective areas. Our lives and terms of office may be short and limited, but that does not mean that we cannot make lasting and impactful changes. The accountability that our public office entails is intergenerational. Therefore, we should look beyond our years and ensure that our actions today will also benefit the future generations of Filipinos.
Municipality of Dueñas. The same certificate is given to the municipality of Dueñas, province of Iloilo.
Hi, this is Girly Pastrana, LDRRMO of Dueñas. One of the vital elements for a prepared and resilient community is having a local climate change action plan. Go for it!
Municipality of San Joaquin. The same certificate is given to the municipality of San Joaquin, province of Iloilo.
Good morning to all. On behalf of the municipality of San Joaquin, being the Menro officer of the town and under the administration of our mayor, Minpa Escarin, concerned offices and departments recognizing the need to plan climate change impact, LCCAP is becoming a climate ready to protect our town, our homes, our natural surroundings, and our well-being. To be prosperous and more resilient doesn't come from a plan, but through acting on it with the support of the community. We encourage other municipalities to learn and adapt climate change and be inspired through planning. Good morning, luwat sa tanan.
Municipality of Tubungan. The same certificate is given to the municipality of Tubungan, province of Iloilo.
Despite being a small forecast municipality in the region, the municipality of Tubungan is aware that the challenge to adapt with and mitigate the impacts of climate change is not one-man job. Thus, on behalf of all Tubunganons, I would like to extend our greetings and signify our cooperation in the observance of the National Climate Consciousness Week 2021 and the succeeding years thereafter. Our support for this cause emanated from our will to empower and capacitate the people of Tubungan. We were determined in crafting the local climate change action plan, but the process was not an overnight task. Not because the LCCAP planning itself was a struggle to begin with, but because as we went along, we realized the need to put more conscious effort into its PPA, which is sustainable, feasible, timely, and directly respond to the needs of the community and the people. If our municipality was able to finalize our LCCAP through collective effort, no doubt that with your own determination in good faith, another LCCAP will be made possible. So I encourage you to take this first step, and the rest of the work will just smoothly follow. To all of us who are taking on this challenge, good luck, and let us welcome this new exciting beginning.